How about now?
Nice. Just don't worry about it, man.
But you got it. Is it still? It's still.
For me.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell, dude.
it's still staticky. I don't know. It's
Oh,
something.
Really,
same
for
as
you
us
too?
too.
Ah.
Just don't worry
That is
about it.
frustrating.
Just don't worry. I'm just gonna reset Discord. Just not glowing when I'm talking shit.
That's frustrating. I don't know why it's doing that. Frustrating. I don't know why it's doing that. Frustrating. I don't know why it's doing that. Frustrating. I don't know why it's. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Where are you in my text manager?
All right. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Did anything change on your setup, Chris?
No. And the weird part is I'm listening to myself talk through the stream and it's coming through without any crackle whatsoever.
Yeah, found you, Discord. Finally. It speaks when I speak. Oh. Woo. Long day today.
Bum, 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 bum. All right, so we're just waiting on Luke.
Yeah. Oh, I think so.
We could do the potion stuff now.
I think we already handled it.
Oh, okay.
Were there potions you wanted to buy?
Yeah. Just basically potion of lightning resistance or necrotic resistance.
Okay, that'll be I think 200 gold each.
Okay. I will buy 2 of each if they are available.
Yeah.
Can Tom cast resist elements or anything like that?
So he can, but the problem is that it requires concentration, which means I can't cast the spells that we need to cast.
Okay, that's probably why I went for the potion version.
Nate, can you identify the 2 potions in my backpack?
Nate.
He's probably doing something else.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, cool.
All right, anybody else have any shopping they want to do?
I guess healing potions.
That is a good idea. Also, before we leave, or at least while we're traveling, I would like to attune to the Promethean fire since I have a free attunement slot. I'm not going to use it, but hey, sunlight.
Yeah, man. You are attuned, buddy.
I like the sun.
Get attuned, nerd. All right. Oh boy. Okay, so the night before, oh, Olu's not here.
So what kind of potions of healing do you want?
What kind do they have?
You could probably get like as many normal healing potions as you want. Greater healing, they'll probably only have like 8, and superior healing they have 2.
That he can find, or for the whole party.
That you can find. That's total.
Okay.
So my suggestion, I'll just buy one regular healing potion for like a rainy day. But my suggestion is that we get a couple of superior for you guys.
Hey, I can buy out the whole entire stock.
Regulars are 50 gold pieces. Superiors are 500. Raiders are 100.
100 gold pieces. All right. Give me a moment. I'll look at my stuff. I am a little bit preoccupied.
So just subtract your gold for however many you're getting, and then you can get them out of the items. I think if they need to be ID'd, let me know.
Hey, can you add a potion of acid resistance to my inventory? Please,
Yeah, is that the
thank
only
you.
one you're missing?
Yeah, I'm able to grab. I'm putting the other ones as spells so I can put the condition on me when I use it.
Oh, you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Cool, cool, cool.
8, 9, 8, 8,
So you said superiors are 100?
9.
No, superiors are 500, and there's only 2 of them.
I'm buying 2.
Okay.
I'm down
1,000.
to 6. I'm down to 600 gold pieces, at least on my person.
Yikes, bro.
I can just take it from the fucking storage room.
Did you get anything, Tom? Or I mean, I'm thinking Tom and have real would have talked about what they would need to take, right?
You can get as many regular healing potions as you feel you need. They're 50 gold pieces each. Greater healing potions you're able to find readily available in the time you have before you have to depart. Are 8 of them, and they're 100 gold pieces each. And then Jace just bought the 2 superior healing potions, which were 500 gold each.
Oh, say
But,
if you want me to cover everything, I can cover everything.
I mean, I'm the king.
And I'm alone.
There's nothing.
I'm a king,
I should-
motherfucker.
I shouldn't. It's true. I shouldn't be having to spend any money.
I was gonna say, Lil, you see my bank account right now?
Yeah, that shit is way more than
I,
king.
I got a lend lease holding in a LLC, bro. I got banks account in Sweden. Oh,
Probably the
Switzerland.
poorest. I'm probably the poorest king in history, bro.
Hey, you're not the beggar king, at least.
Your kingdom is rich.
That's,
Or
as long as my people are happy.
Item superior. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. It just says potion. It
don't have
doesn't
maze.
say I'm putting in superior healing potions. It's just giving me potion.
Yeah, I have to reveal them.
So you said the greater potion is the 100 one? Nate?
I think so.
Yeah, the greater potions are 100 gold.
Symbol.
Potion. They're in my inventory now. Oh no, there it is.
Hard to use.
Oh, not 3, superior 2. There you go. I'll take your entire stock.
Wait a minute. Oh God, that's a cool spell. Antipathy, sympathy. I never even thought of that. That's kind of perfect for this. It's an 8th level spell. I'll tell you, it takes an hour to cast, but the spell attracts or repels creatures of your choice. Your target something within range, either huge or smaller object or creature, or an area no longer than 200-foot cube. Then specify a kind of intelligent creature such as red dragons, goblins, or vampires. You invest the target with an aura that either attracts or repels the specified creature for the duration.
There's no save?
Oh, it's within 60 feet. Yeah, that's not very useful.
Wait, I was gonna say if there's no save, then perfect. Oh. Be a long, long time in touch and bring me back into the night.
I need that.
Did we ever get the tree in the ultras? Anyone?
Not sure.
The tree. Big tree in the get that.
Yeah. The night before, I would like to sit everyone down And I'm not going to give a speech, but I'm going to put on a chef's hat, and a magical whisk appears out of my hand, and I start cooking you all a hero's feast. What would you like for potentially your last meal?
Wow. Um. You were not here when we fought it, but I would like a giant boar feast.
It's on a spit. It's huge.
Yeah, because the one we killed, unfortunately, we had like side total complete waste of board.
And can you add your dragons to the initiative? There's Centrophia and Jazrael are on it. I think there should be one more, so that I can add the Heroes Feast effects to it.
Oh yeah, Messi. Ras wants goat's meat from the mountain goats from where he lived growing up in the mountains with lemon potatoes and greens and all sorts of delicious veggies, and of course wine.
Well, you'll have it then. And a giant cornucopia of all these foods appear in front of you, Russ. And then you all get 12 additional hit points. So they're not temporary, but just make note of them. Because I can heal you back up to that over 12, but after 24 hours they expire.
All right. Heroes Feast is up. You guys have a day, I think is what I said before the attacks start. And you guys have chosen to split up and go seek powerful artifacts that could be used to give you an advantage over some of these Nether Titans. So, okay, Tom also does water breathing. So, how are you going to hastily make your way to these locations?
Do we have the freaking the tree on the ultros?
Yeah.
Do we do that?
Well, the tree on the Ultros doesn't, like, you still have to take the Ultros somewhere, right? So I'll say that, provided you're using control weather to move super fast without Sidon interfering and making the seas difficult to navigate, you could make it to the Charybdis to get into the Nether Sea within the day. Tom and Jace, is it Tom and Jace are going the other way?
I think it's Tom and Kev, right?
Tom and Kev going the other way.
Okay, so Tom and Kev are going to the Isle of the Dragon. which is in a different direction. So you guys would have to find a way to teleport there and then swim. Or you could take a separate ship.
I can't teleport. I need to be familiar with the area I'm going to.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys could take a separate boat. It would take, again, about a day to get there. So you are cutting it close.
Yeah, the plan was to go our separate ways, and then
Yeah. And then
once we
once you're
Yeah,
there
yeah.
on the island, you and Tom can teleport to the tree on the
to
Ultros.
the
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All
we
right.
would have to take So we would have to take a
Different
Yep.
boat. Oh, fair enough. So, excuse me. You guys go. So Jace and Ras take the Ultros. You guys get on a separate ship. Not
I
very hard
love
to
this.
charter a ship to the Isle of the Dragon. And you guys roll, going as fast as you can safely to these locations. It takes a day. I think have I already given you guys all a long rest?
You gave me one.
Pretty sure I did. So, all right. So this is going to be kind of tricky, but let us start with Tom and Kevril. So, Tom and Kevril, you guys arrive at the Isle of the Dragon. And you, based on your research, who did the research knowing about this artifact? Who researched the Kraken?
Probably.
Or no, not the Kraken. Who researched the Nether Dragon? Tom did.
Tom did.
I
yeah.
did. Yeah.
So Tom, based on your research, you heard tell that the Kraken's lair is deep at the bottom of a reef through an underwater cave, and into a some sailors have seen the Kraken from a distance going in and out of that area. So let's go ahead and roll. So you don't know its exact location, but you do know enough. Let's go ahead and roll like a nature or survival check in the area to get your bearings and find it. This will kind of determine how quickly you're able to find it.
I'm giving you bardic inspiration. Right?
Oh boy.
So you can do it. You can do it.
I can do it, and I'll use guidance as well.
Oh my.
And you said
what? That's not a
nature.
bad idea. We gotta find this shit out.
The 13 plus 1d12. 20. 29.
Nice.
Good roll.
Yeah, so it's not very hard for you to see the telltale signs. It seems like whatever stirred the Kraken up into its decision to attack, it sort of blasted its way out and was kind of easy to find it, and then you find at the very entrance a jagged rock formation with the symbol of a bulbous creature with 8 snake-like arms.
Pass without a trace.
Yeah. So as you follow the way down, you've got water breathing on. The lair is about a mile down. So there's no sea life on the way, but you are in dark, crushing depths as you descend. So yeah, to avoid once again, sorry, you've had to repeat this experience now again, being crushed by the pressure of all that water. You cast freedom of movement as you're descending.
Does Kevril have
swim-
freedom of movement?
I do. I'll cast it on myself as well.
Okay, cool.
So to swim about a mile with water breathing and your swim speed, it probably takes 20 or 30 minutes, and that's kind of going as fast as you can, probably. And you emerge into an underwater tunnel, which opens up onto a perfect silver-coated sphere, which is about 250 feet in diameter.
So at the end of a tunnel is a gigantic sphere, or we're
Yeah.
entering the sphere.
You're entering the sphere.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to cast detect traps.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So we do not have pass without a trace, but we do have find traps.
Pass without a trace. He's the trees.
Oh, no, I would. It's instantaneous. Okay.
So yeah, the sphere has no traps on it. And as you enter the sphere, you see depictions of every god in the world inscribed into its silver surface. This includes the 5. It includes all of the Titans, Thylea, Pentamane, the 100-handed. I say all the Titans as in Sidon and Lutheria and their siblings, as well as the Lost Pantheon. This is all pure silver, polished, somehow maintaining a sort of at this depth, just a magical polish. Obviously, you need light to see, and but it's giving off its own light within, and in the center is a creature with greenish skin, horns on its head, and bat-like wings protruding from its body. It seems to be just dusting and doing chores around with what appears to be a broom. And you're still underwater, mind you, so he's not really doing much.
Freaking hilarious.
He's just kind of maintaining things. And then in another part of the sphere close by is a pull this up. Hold on. That's all that's there. So, yeah. So he's just there, tending to things, and go ahead and roll stealth checks. Well, you have light, right? As you enter
I
the
would have.
sphere.
My intention was to put up light if I didn't see anything, I would have put up light.
Yeah.
But maybe
But as you enter the orb, would you have maintained the light?
if I saw them, I would have snuffed it out.
So you wouldn't have been able to see them from outside until you entered.
Okay. Well, right when we enter, I would snuff it out. Because
Okay.
you mentioned that we needed light to see, so.
Yeah. Yeah, and then once you get in, it's light inside. So
Gotcha.
okay.
I immediately grab Tom.
Let's just
by
do
the
some
way,
stealth. Let's just do some stealth checks.
as soon as he did the light thing, I would immediately.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. You're blind in the dark.
I'm blind as a bat. Well, can you roll for me, Nate? I'm sorry. I'm feeding Josiah. My hands are.
That's a 23.
Oh, good lord. Okay, well, he has not yet noticed you. Inside this orb is in a very prominent position near where the creature is cleaning, is an orb which rests on a gold pillar. The orb has sort of a strange prismatic color to it, as sort of 5 colors glowing around its edges: black, green, red, blue, and white. And there's a lot of other refuse around the lair. There's a pit filled with all kinds of refuse from destroyed ships and whatnot. And
Do we know what we're looking for? Like, do we know what it looks
The
like?
orb. We're looking for
yeah,
the orb.
the orb is very prominently situated, and there's like a pit which seems to have some valuables there, but
Is okay. So Tom. So we see the orb. We know that that's our objective. Can I make a perception check to see if there's anything else that catches my eye?
yeah, so nothing else in the lair, but there's stuff in the pit, so you'd have to like go down in there and kind of search and whatnot.
I'm gonna
find things.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a message real quick. Very like just so that Tom could hear me like as loud as he can on like in red.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, like, down to the pit, and on our way up, grab the orb.
Tom will nod and then kind of like lower his body a little bit to suggest that we should try and sneak into the pit.
Right. And I'll just follow. I'm holding on to his.
So I think there is.
I have no idea what's going.
I think there is light in here. Inside the sphere.
Yeah,
right?
inside the sphere. For however, there's dim light resonating off the sphere for whatever reason. It seems like this sphere, there's like a breach in the sphere, which then so the pit is dark, but because that's where like all the junk has been tossed, but this sphere itself seems to be what had been imprisoning the Kraken, and somehow the Kraken had been able to break free. So this sphere is
Oh.
very similar to the mirror prison where the
That,
one dragon
yeah,
was.
that's right. That one dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we're trying to go down to the pit first.
God, oh man.
Cause imagine we find some cool shit down there.
I know. I feel like we're splitting the party and now we're going, but I'm down with it.
Okay.
Split the party even more.
Yeah, I'll stay up in the sphere. You go down to the pit.
We're talking hundreds of years worth of shipwrecks. So like to find things, like you're gonna have to dig. Basically, one roll. This will essentially roll on the treasure hoard table. It will take about an hour to recover sufficient things from a treasure hoard roll. So, I can roll on the table. That will take an hour. I'll have you roll a stealth check during that time with disadvantage because you're rummaging through all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
That's what you want.
I mean, I'm down. I'll
Are
look
we
over to
together?
Kevril and
Yeah, are we together? Right, we're together, right?
yeah, we have to be. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing all this together. I'm okay with it.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
okay.
Then all right, disadvantage stealth.
I got it. Then click this.
Do I got to roll for you again?
No, I got it.
22.
Set up 22.
Yeah.
Um,
22 bad. I was hoping for like a 20 and a 19.
So you spend an hour down there pulling stuff out, finding valuables. Jesus Christ. You're able to recover 1,900 platinum pieces.
Oh my god.
Oh,
No, you're as rich as me. Why you need to be the wealthiest?
that shit in the throw that shit in the bag of holding. That.
Yeah. You want to split that? Let's split that. So what is that?
Just what, 750?
950 each.
Yeah, 950. Yeah, 5. 9.5.
Just a casual 20 grand, easy.
Light work.
Easy money, bud. He's like, oh, we rich.
You also find a box of turquoise animal figurines, which are probably worth 250 gold. Gonna kind of if you can add some of this stuff yourself.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, you like the way it looks, bud?
Surprisingly, you find a crystal ball.
Oh,
Ooh,
a crystal ball.
I'll take that. Or actually, either one of us. Actually, probably you, because I think I already have the spell scrying, so I think you're good.
We don't know what it is though.
That's true. It could be fucking anything. I just hear crystal ball and I think like,
Yeah, I don't know. That'll be cool though, right? It is. Josiah is intensely looking into the screen where all my stats are. Soak it in, buddy.
I think they have like a kids version of D&D.
Yeah, I think so. I gotta check into.
I mean,
That'll be so
it'll be a
cool.
while yet, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll be so.
So yeah, what you find is a crystal ball, which
I'm
gives
gonna,
off magical energy.
I'm gonna message Tom, and I'm gonna say, the idiot upstairs has no idea we're here. For like another hour should be okay.
you don't have to convince Tom for like one of Tom's first capers was do you remember that, like sneaking out to like launch that goblin civilization?
I mean,
What the hell was that thing?
that might be. I don't know. I know Nate. It might be stretching it thin, but it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I mean, maybe there's a chance we find nothing, right?
yeah, that's true.
You want to spend more time doing this? Another hour? Okay. I'm gonna have you guys
Okay, I'm okay with
roll. I'm gonna have you guys roll another stealth check with disadvantage.
Ooh. 22 and 20.
Wait, no, wait. Did I roll again?
Oh,
No,
you
no.
didn't. No.
No, that was my earlier. That's way better.
27
than
and 20.
My God.
Yeah, so it's another hour of searching around.
I feel like we're pushing it.
Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is.
Yeah. But we're hot at the table, you know?
We really are. Like,
I see a lot of dice being rolled, and it's making me nervous.
yeah, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad.
It's just
So
the shadows of dice and no numbers.
Yes. So this search through, again, it's another hour of searching through. You're able to find this is insane. 9,000 gold pieces.
Oh my God.
You find a potion of fire resistance.
Ooh.
Give that to Kevril. I assume Tom is resistant to fire.
He's not actually. He's not.
You
Oh,
find
no.
No, he's not. But give it to him.
you find a bag of holding.
Oh my
Another
God.
one?
Another one.
Another one?
Oh, what's in it? What's in it?
Nothing. It's empty.
Oh,
It's just
Somebody
like
need that.
that
I'll
would
say some of this stuff you find inside the bag of holding. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
So we
All
each
the
get
gold
4,500 golds. Do you want the bag of
4,000.
holding?
I have one already. I don't know if you have one.
I do. I'll take it because maybe I'll puncture it and create a hole into the astral sea if things go
you
terribly
also-
awry.
Yeah, you also find a potion of climbing and a potion of fire breathing.
Oh, I have a potion of climbing already, actually.
Okay, I'll give that to Tom.
So you can give the potion of climbing to.
And I usually use my bonus actions, so give the potion of fire breathing to Kevril.
Come. Hey. How come it's not in my inventory?
What's not in your inventory?
Potion of fire breathing?
I'm putting it in right now. Okay, so with that, we're going to clip over to
That's okay. Yeah.
the other half.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
We're switching over, switching scenes as we gather around the last one.
Yeah.
Dude, we just became rich in 2 hours.
Yeah, we that was crazy.
Especially Tom. Tom had nothing.
Tom had literally like 500 gold to his name.
Yeah.
And I'll just let you know, like, you could probably stay down here for like probably another 10 hours and get more stuff.
Hmm.
Eh.
But
Knew it.
that's
I knew it.
it's
I
a
don't know if
lot.
it does.
Like
I don't.
it's
Plus-
a lot of loot. But you do have a clock, so keep that in
Yeah.
mind. All right, Jace and Ras, you make your way down to the Charybdis. You guys have been through this before. You are go into it. The Forgotten Sea is much calmer as you make your way through the ocean. It takes, like I said, about a day. It's a little less than a day. So to get here, you go down into the Nether Sea, and you make your way to the island of the Oathbreakers. I don't remember if you guys actually came here before.
I don't think we did.
We ignored it. We just went straight to the boat, I think. So, no idea. Fuck it. I don't know if the Araniates have magical damage or not in their swords.
Yeah. In the middle of the island is a great column which rises high above the tallest branches of these trees. And so you're going to have to get off the boat for this.
Alright, I'm on my dragon.
Okay, you're on your dragon. You guys are both on your dragon. You fly toward the center of the island. As you approach the center of the island, you make out thousands of individual chains anchored in the great stone pillar. Held fast by the chains are the skeletal remains of many mortals. Some appear to be centuries old, but among these there are some living prisoners who ignore you. You see that most of them have had their mouths sewn shut, sort of whipping them as they walk around this central column, pushing like a large stone in a circle. They've tread, you know, lanes into the ground. Is a creature with like no hair. He looks kind of like an alien. Actually, you guys would recognize the same creature. It's not the same one, but it's a similar creature was guarding the Tarrasque's thing. He was the warden of that prison.
Did we kill it? That warden?
You did. Yeah.
Oh.
Also, there are 3 Aranyes up top.
Can I fly and talk to them?
Yeah. So they'll say, Dragonlords back at the Nether Sea. You aren't Oathbreakers. Why do you come here? This is none of your business. Be gone.
Sadly, Arany, sadly, protectors of this sacred isle, it has become not only my business, but the business of every living thing in Thylea that I am to be here.
What is your business?
I look at them saying, are you aware of the event called Apocalypse?
We know of it.
Well, if you know of it, then you must have history that every living thing in our continent, well, my continent, will be at least destined, from the looks of it, to die. I am here to try my best to prevent it, and that requires an item from you.
Well, if it's the item on a body of one of the Oath,
I
this
humbly-
apocalypse shouldn't be happening now. But if it is, and if what you say is true, then it concerns us not. We've been here long before oaths and oath breakers are in the fabric of Thylea.
and you must know.
This apocalypse will happen and new life will take root. There will
Well,
always be gods and heroes and tragedy and comedy. They play out throughout the ages. We're unconcerned with that.
But there should be something concerning that this is off the magical fabric of what you say. It is not within the timetable.
That doesn't concern us.
So, there is no way for me to at least beseech you to at least let me borrow.
You wish to borrow this item? What is this item you seek?
Shall we
Uh,
tell them?
There's no reason not to at this point. I looked into the Kraken. The Kraken is
Oh boy.
it is the talisman.
Here we go.
Actually, no, Ras, you can take this part.
Yeah, we're
Talisman of
looking
pure
for
good.
we're looking for the talisman of pure good, and the um the oracle has said that it would be located here. Though we don't know if it's on someone's person or it was left here. Are you aware of such a magical, powerful artifact?
I'm sure it's down there if you know who it was. You know that it was uh in the possession of a dragon lord. So who was an oathbreaker. So you would be able to see like the order of the ancient dragon lords, like their armor or whatever, if you sorted among all the thousands of remains and living down here. You could maybe find it if you look. But the Araignée is like, yes, I mean, we do not care what the nature of this item is. If it was in the possession of an oathbreaker, it is to be here.
Can
I think
question?
it's probably just been dropped. It's probably not on their body. We'll just go take a look.
If you take it, you will suffer our wrath. Just know this.
Okay.
Where is it
Sure.
written that the property of this person stays on this island? This
What was
pure
that?
curiosity. This is pure curiosity. Is it written in the fabric that the property of the person who oath breaked is belongs to the Araignées?
It's not written in the fabric of the world, but it's part of their rules.
You're just being possessive over the
I'm
corpse.
saying
Them being an oathbreaker, anything that they had, like they don't belong in the world, and so anything that they had should not be allowed to affect the world.
Mm.
It should be lost to history. So in their eyes, like this is just as bad.
Yeah, we're just gonna go take a look. Perhaps
You
we
do-
can
I'll
replicate.
say- I'll say,
Learn.
you can do that, Raz. I'm not stealthy. I'll stay here busy.
Okay. So I'll go with Gunther, who's at my side, and we'll go and spend some time trying to find which of the Dragonlords and the multitude, unless they have a place of reverence in this on this like mound or pier. Um, whatever checks you need me to make.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably be like you're probably searching through all these remains, kind of scanning it. So I'll say perception is probably fine.
While he's doing that, I'm saying like there must be some way, exchange maybe, something that we can acquire this artifact. Because all you're giving me right now, guardian of this island, is that I must fight you for it, and I do not wish to fight someone I don't want to.
If Gunther's helping me, can I roll that with advantage, Nate?
You can have him roll.
I
Or
don't.
no, yeah, he's yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's
Nice,
better.
there it is.
Hey.
Yeah, it still takes you about an hour, but you're able to see the regalia of a dragon lord and his remains still chained to the chain.
How's the body in state? Is it like laying down? Is it chained up?
Yeah, it's chained around its waist and it's lying face down um on the stone. It's all just stone.
Like a stone slab, kind of.
It's not really a stone slab. The entire island is made of stone.
Right.
So he's just lying face down. There's a boulder that he was pushing in front of him. It's just kind of in a groove in front of him, and his emaciated, mummified corpse is just like face down there.
Do I recognize, looking at the body, a talisman around his neck or embedded in his armor?
Yeah, you see the talisman.
Like, how's it affixed to him?
It's around his neck.
Okay. Just give me a second here.
Oh. Oh, I just noticed, Theo, that the Promethean fire can cast plant growth.
Wow.
That could have made us a portal.
I am going to instruct Gunther to unclasp the talisman, and as soon as he does that, to turn invisible, and then I'm going to cast Dimension Door.
Okay. How far does Dimension Door take you?
500 feet.
Okay. I mean, this is like a huge, like this island is big. There's like thousands of people. Like it's you're probably a mile away from the ship. But okay, you can Dimension Door away. Jace, you're there. So yeah, Gunther takes the talisman turns invisible. Can you dimension door with him?
Yeah, I can take one object or one creature my size or smaller when I D-door.
Okay.
I can fight
Um,
my way out, I think.
What's that?
I can fight my way out if that needs be.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if they're going to attack you. You didn't do anything. You're...
So Ras, you're 500 feet away. Jace, you're there at the center of the pillar with the 3 Aranyes in front of you, and as soon as Rasputin takes the things, they scream out in rage, uncontrollable rage, and they say, you know, we warned you the consequences of stealing the necklace. This place shall be your grave.
Wait, what
And,
did I do?
Talk your way out of this.
Hey, wait, I was sitting right here in front of you. What did I do?
Play stop.
So yeah, we're gonna roll initiative here.
Oh my god.
Does that include me?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, you're like 500 feet away.
May I interest you two in the game?
We're here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
We like to hear about our Lord and Savior.
Kevril.
Initiative. I have advantage.
I'm sorry, Jace.
Oh,
That's the
come
best I
on.
got.
Okay, there we go. Fuck, initiative was 1 in 10, so I have a 10. Did you add your temp health? I typed, you get 16 plus 5 temp health.
16 plus 5?
Yeah.
Are these temporary hit points, or are they like the hero's phase?
Temp HP.
So they go on top of the Hero's Feast.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
nice.
you already have. So it doesn't add to your temp HP. Like only one source of temp HP.
Hero's
Yeah.
Feast is not temporary HP.
I know, but Ras always has like the whatever your temp HP.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I have 11, but this is more. So, would it buff me? Would I go with the higher buff?
I think you go with whatever the most recent source is.
So that would be
16.
mine.
I would get 16 on my regular health, and then 5 temp
No. 16
plus 5.
temp to your temporary HP.
Okay, so why don't you just say 21?
I don't know. I didn't want to add.
Yeah. My normal buff is 11, so this is great. I almost have 200 hit points. That's awesome.
What does the Hero's Feast give us? I'm just gonna look it up. Never mind.
12.
All right, Ras. So you're off in the distance. You see and hear them more, probably easily. Them screaming in rage, and they're going to be attacking Jace, who was standing in front of them, trying to talk them up.
Now, Messistuka is there with Jace. Just chilling with Centrophia.
Yeah. Oh, he's there with Jace. You left Messi there.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
didn't know if like I was going in a temple or something when I was doing my
Yeah.
search. So
No, I mean there's no temple. It's a giant stone pillar that thousands of people are chained to, and they're just walking around in a circle like a millstone, pushing a millstone, basically forever.
Is there a visual? I'm having a hard time visualizing this.
It's
Just a pillar, like a pillar is like a vertical stone.
Yeah.
It's a giant island with one giant pillar in the middle.
Yeah, but the rest of the island has like a petrified forest around it. But then in the center is a huge clearing. I'm talking like football stadiums big, huge clearing with like thousands of people who
vertically on the
most of them
pillar,
are
right?
corpses.
Like
What?
vertically on the pillar?
They're all down around the bottom. They're all on the
Oh.
ground. They're all on the ground, chained to the pillar at different lengths of the chains. But their
Oh,
chains
okay.
are sort of magically able to just push without getting tangled, without getting wrapped up. So
How
they're just
tall
going
is
around
the
in
pillar?
circles.
Like thousands of feet?
Yeah, the pillar is probably like 500 feet high.
Okay.
But they're at like the center, and you're like at the opposite end of the clearing, at like the edge, at the tree line, basically. So you can see them, probably, you know, let's say 600 feet away. Like you found the Dragonlords thing, and then teleported 500 feet away from there. So you're far. But if Messi's there, Messi can, I guess, attack one of these Araignées.
Yeah, Messi would have definitely have stayed with Centrophia as backup, as we were. That was the best plan we could come up with, I guess. Take it anyways. I think in my initiative wasn't the 23. I think it was the 8.
Oh, sorry, that's my bad. Okay, so you guys are at 8. That means
Yeah,
the
we're fucked.
Araignées go first.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Okay.
I'm immune to poison. Become immune to poison being frightened. Okay.
I think we've always had the Araignées on our side. I don't think we ever fought them.
Yeah.
They've never been allies. They've always been neutral.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we have just never broken an oath. So.
I think we tried to convince them of something, but like they wouldn't do it.
We tried to convince them to help us once, but they were like just chilling and didn't want to.
Yeah.
And then I think like Kevrio and Ras tried to hit on them, but they weren't interested in
yeah,
our
that makes
advances.
sense. That tracks.
Checks out.
So the leader of the Araignées, here, not the overall leader of the Araignées, but the one that's leading them here, swings at Jace with her longsword, which does hit.
Yeah, don't worry about the absorb. That's just my temp HP. Taking it.
Oh, you take no poison damage.
I am immune.
Well, they make 3 attacks anyways.
Damn, that one low roll. Wait, that one was a miss.
Oh, sorry about that.
10.
Go ahead and take that off.
Gotcha.
I meant to roll again. I clicked the wrong thing. Okay.
For a bit of lore, did all the Dragon High Lords break oaths, or certain ones of them? Do we know?
This one. I mean, as far as you know, I mean, others were oath breakers too, but this one is the one that you knew about.
Do we know which High Lord it was by name?
It's not one from earlier in the campaign, so I mean, I'd have to make something up on the spot.
Oh, okay.
No, don't worry.
It's like one of the last Dragonlords, so it wasn't one of the earlier ones. Like the Dragonlords hung around for like 100 years after the Oath of Peace.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was like one of the later ones. They had kind of become corrupted and shitty by then.
Okay.
Yeah. Peru.
Talisman of pure good, my ass. They weren't worthy to wear it.
Exactly.
Damn, I wish I had sending or something.
I was like, we require additional assistance.
How loud can you yell?
I don't know. Oh, thank goodness I upgraded to like just full on plate.
Okay. Number 3 was a little bit further back from you, so she wasn't within melee range. And she's gonna pull out a longbow. Just make that interesting.
Please, I don't want to do permanent damage to you guys.
Jesus.
I will fuck you up.
They cannot hit him.
Wait, they missed on 21. I have a 20 AC.
It's saying they miss. I don't know what your AC is showing.
It's saying,
It's 20.
I think you still have haste up.
Oh,
Oh, you do. Okay. So that should have hit you. The 21 should have hit you.
21 should have hit me. Yes.
I just
Okay.
checked the other rolls, and none of them would have been affected by it.
Yeah.
That's weird. Come on, Fantasy Grounds. You gotta get with the times. Oh. Thank God for this temp HP. Oh my lord.
The temp HP and the immunity to poison actually is coming in clutch here because they would have probably poisoned you by now.
Are their swords poisonous?
All their weapons are. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
just from like I didn't prep anything out of meta here. I just know they do have poison. I didn't prep anything.
No, but I mean, we've met them before. We probably would have been familiar.
I don't know. We didn't see him do damage when we saw them, I think.
Yeah, you saw them show up. You've met them a couple times, but you've never fought them. You've
Yeah,
never
they
seen them in
showed up and
action.
then just like chained the dude. Or
Yeah,
they changed the dragon. They didn't attack it, so we didn't know.
yeah. They chained him
Alright.
up and then pulled him here.
I wonder if he's still here. That wasn't that long ago.
We'll
Nope.
look for it. We'll look for it.
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
My turn?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was before the time. Hop.
Alright. So I'll take my turn first. I said like, well, you've selected this path. I still won't, hopefully won't kill you. I don't wish that upon you, but I'll attack. Hit. Second attack. Oh, that one might be a hit. I don't want to use any like spell slots here because I don't know how much time we have from teleporting into fighting the behemoth, so I'm trying to conserve as much as I can.
Yeah. It's probably wise.
That is all for me. I only have 2 attacks. So where's Sintro?
Are-
Sinti.
Do you do extra damage to devils or fiends?
I think when I smite, are they devil or fiend?
Yeah, they're fiends.
Let me check.
I mean, you're an oath of the Dragonlord, right?
Yeah,
Do you have...
no, it's just base paladin, I think. Divine smite. No, I have to activate divine smite for
Okay.
it to do the bonus.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I didn't know to, so thank you. Centrophia will just do her 1 attack with bite because that's just the most damage. That's gonna be a miss, I think. Yeah. Alright, I'm good.
Okay. Ras, you're up. You're like 500 feet away from the action. 600 feet away from the action.
Okay, so I am going to say, I'm going to say to Gunther, who's still invisible with the item, I say, okay, quick, fly to the Ultros, don't come back. I need to go help Jace. And I am going to cast Fly on myself. And I'm going to dash. No, I can't dash. Because I dash. Yeah, I'm gonna fly. Start flying back. Because
Okay. So you'll
oh,
dash. That's like 60 feet.
well, is dash a bonus? No, dash is only a bonus action if I'm a rogue.
Yeah.
I'm playing too much Baldur's Gate.
Dash is your action.
My fly speed is 60 though. So how many? I'm about.
That's 120 feet. So you're now 380 away.
Yeah, I'm just heading back.
Cool. All right, and then Messi is gonna attack, bite.
Does does she have her fire breath?
Yeah, she could do the fire breath.
At her age, how much damage does that do?
think
It's
it's
12d6. It's a 5-foot wide line. They have to make a DC 14 Dex save. Keep in
Okay.
mind that the breath is a once per day thing. So,
Okay.
So if
And
you
how
don't
much
ever
damage?
use it there, if they'll take half if they fail, but 12d6, the average of 12d6 is about 42.
Okay. How are they aligned? Are they all ganged up on Jace right now?
Matthew would be able to get 2 of them. She would be able to get all 3 of them lined up because one of them is off to the side with the bow.
Oh, okay.
Further back.
Yeah, so let's line them up and I will use the breath attack from Mesistuka and force him to do a saving throw.
Oof, my lord. Aaron, you ate 2 and I'm having a good time.
Nice. 42.
Resisted. They're resistant to fire. Ooh.
They're immune to fire.
Ooh.
So none of them got hurt.
Yeah, they didn't take any damage.
Well, lesson learned.
So yeah, Messi rears up, spits out a line of flame, and they just shrug it off.
Oh, that means there is some redaction that needs to be made with my damage. Because I'm doing something with like a fire sword, but it
Yeah, I
didn't
think
reduce.
it's should it. Let me make sure. So you just hit number 1, right?
I hit 1. Yeah, all of them are just number 1. The
I think it's
total is
10
10.
less. Yeah. It's weird because it does have your damage there categorized as fire. I think you need to edit the type to fire with a lowercase f.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There. I think that's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
The third one is whoops.
Yeah.
That's my bad. That's a crit on the second one.
Why must you do this to me, Aaron? Oh.
I'm not rolling the poison damage because you're immune to it. So, number 2, attack you with her sword. There's like 2 of them next to you, attacking you.
There it is.
With their
Ow.
swords. Was that its second attack?
Yeah.
Oh, one more attack. So yeah, 3 rapid attacks. They're kind of in formation. You'd be impressed with this if you weren't such an experienced and powerful fighter yourself. But most of their blows are glancing off your armor. You're moving yourself in ways that are keeping them from. Oh, that's the longsword. That should have been the longbow. 21 still hits, right?
Yep.
Okay. Why the fuck is it? Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, you're up.
Good hits. Good hits. I am gonna hit anyone. Hits. Just reduce the damage. 6. I'll try to find something else that has the same damage, but doesn't do the fire because that's annoying.
It said partially resisted.
Okay, never mind. We're all fixed. Second attack. Eight, 5. Okay, yeah, 15. Yeah, just doing the math just in case.
Yeah, it's doing the right amount.
Level 1 spell slot. Yeah, just one time for the one time. So it's gonna be 2d6 plus an extra d6 because of demon whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, Centropia. I need you to pull your weight. Come on, girl. Woo! Did it. Well. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, yeah. So you just lay the beat down on them, and they scream, "Return the item, lest we hound you until the end of your days, Dragonlords."
Hey.
And
He was never inducted fully into the official order. Maybe the unofficial one of our group. Don't put this on me.
Lou, if you're there, can you check Discord so we can talk a little bit about what we're gonna do?
All right, so I'm flying, doing another dash, which is gonna close me another 120. So 260. Hold on, Jace. I'm coming.
yeah. So you're how close did I say you were before 320?
Was it 320? Okay.
So you go 120. So now you're 100 feet from them. No,
Oh, okay.
200 feet.
Was I was 320, right?
Yeah, you were 320.
I'm 200. I'll be there next round.
Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie.
Messy bite.
All right. Bite attack. We'll just do number 1 because that's the most heavily wounded.
Yeah. Keep.
It's a miss. So yeah, we'll let's pause there at the top. Jump back if you guys want to. If that's cool.
I'm
I'll
not
say
sure
this.
Lou is here.
Oh, he's not.
Lou.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, word.
All right, I'm back.
No, I'm here.
Okay, so at the top of the round for you guys with the Araignées, the first one is like sees that like she's outmatched, like this is gonna be she's not afraid of dying, but knows that you'll likely get away with the object after a lot of effort on both your parts. So she says, return the object or offer a trade.
What trade? Do what you want. I offered trade earlier, but you said no.
Conditions have changed. Each must offer an item of equal value.
What's the
So
value of that?
this is a legendary magic item. So each of you would have to leave behind something of equal value. If you don't have a legendary item, or you don't have one that you want to part with, you can part with more magical items to kind of add up to that value.
So Drew, we're never using this Chariot of Dawn, right?
Wait, does that have sunlight?
It yeah. Mr.
It-
DM here has redacted it from just painful radiant light to sunlight.
Yeah, it does. It gives off sunlight.
But the thing is, you have to succeed on a DC 15 animal handling to maintain control of it.
I'm just saying, I've got a +10 to animal handling.
If you want it.
You know, I mean, that it'd be a cool item for Tom just because he doesn't have a dragon to ride on in these battles. But so let's leave it there. You guys think about if you want to leave a legendary item, or if you want to keep fighting to keep this. You know, you're gonna need all the help you can get, but we'll say that 3 rares open up to would three rare items would add up to a legendary item. But
What about a wondrous item? What rarity is that?
a wondrous item is just a type of magical item.
Oh,
So
okay.
like a wondrous, like the alchemy jug is a wondrous item.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wondrous items are like the fun items.
Yeah, it's like they're not weapons or armor. You know, they're just fun magical items that usually have some kind of utility attached to them. But that's not a rarity. You got to look at the rarity. Okay, we're gonna jump back to Tom and Kevril. So you've spent 2 hours digging through, got a ton of loot. You feel like you could be down here all day.
Back in the cave.
But you remember that you know, there's something, a reason you're here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll look at Kevril, knowing that my own impish nature might get in the way of what needs to be done. I will defer to him.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we should, count our luck and go up. No. How about this? How about
Oh no.
we spend another hour?
One more time! One more time!
Hold on. We spend another hour if this creature is still cleaning upstairs.
Yeah.
If he's nowhere to be seen, then we grab the sphere. Is that
Tom
okay?
will nod. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You guys are fighting for your lives, and we're just
No.
pillaging.
fucking
You guys are like money.
getting rich and shit. Well,
I mean,
I
for
want.
us, it's like we're fighting for our fucking lives.
I mean, technically I'm not, but Jason is a tank.
So yeah. So we
First
go
check
back
this one.
up, and we check to see if the creature with the wings and room under the water, it's still there.
So as you look, make a perception check.
Oh my god.
So you poke your head up into the little shell
Oh my god.
prison that the Kraken resides in, and you see across the way the creature, the green winged creature, is now sitting on a chair. So he's done cleaning, but he's now just kind of floating there on
Yeah.
a piece of
It's
furniture. And
it's yeah. Is I know, right? The creature's bored out of his mind. Is he not pointing? Facing the sphere?
he's facing the orb, yeah.
Fuck.
But you can see he's kind of nodding off. And he's like he seems pretty bored, but he's just kind of absent-mindedly the cleaning instrument no longer appears to be a broom, but it's a huge great axe that he's like picking things out of. And yeah, he's just kind of he's chill. He's on guard. He's maybe not the most alert, but the sphere.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I said. Let me try to find it again.
Just want to.
Alright, so I don't know if you use your bonus actions a lot, but Chariot requires a bonus action.
I do use my bonus actions. Yeah.
So the sphere is 250 feet in diameter, so think like a football field, basically. That's not quite a football field, but
Okay. And he's like in. How close is he to the smaller sphere in the center?
he's probably about 30 feet away from it.
We could. Does a wall of force? Oh yeah. No. Yeah. A wall of force is invisible. I'm thinking.
Yeah, but then how would we get out?
Put a wall of force, like maybe shape it. Can we go back? Or at an angle? It could be an angle. It could be angled from like in between the creature and the, but just enough space so that we can grab the sphere from the other side and then head out to the exit. And then that way, that shit can't attack us because, like, it's an invisible wall. So as soon as it comes in, it's gonna hit the wall. It's gonna, oh, what the fuck is going on? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think I kind of do. It's hard because it's a 3-dimensional space, but
yeah. Or I can make it that uncontrollable. Grab the sphere, get the fuck out of Dodge.
yeah, Tom also has a little thing he can do, but like it's not near what you can do in this situation. So he'll look to you. He'll be like he'll look back towards the treasure, and then he'll look back towards the orb, and kind of be like, your call, your call, King. It's your.
And I could also use my 8th level spell, but we might need it. We might need it later today.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the plan?
Okay, he's dozing off. You said right?
Nah, he's just kind of absentmindedly picking at his axe. I realized he's not a creature that.
Do you have anything that could distract him, make him look away for a bit?
Could actually. Okay. Question: the pit, Nate. If we hide on the pit, because I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm thinking, oh, this is crazy. So listen to this. I heard the Kraken speak for more than a minute. We had a full blown on conversation with
You
the Kraken.
fucking did.
I know how to imitate his fucking voice.
This is great, dude.
Oh god.
Okay.
Okay. Using message and presentation to make my the voice like kind of boom and like head. I'm just
railroad tracks right here, and I got.
I don't know. I'm just winging it right now. I want to say um. Oh wait, you know what? It might be a. Fuck it. I'm just gonna wing it. I want to say, Brave, go into the pit and fetch me 10,000 gold. I need it for my. And then as he comes in, we're gonna rush out, grab the sphere, and get the fuck out of here. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me. I will note that actor is a feat, so that
Yeah, I know.
that shit's a feat.
Yeah, I know.
You're using message to communicate with them.
No. I'm gonna use presentation, right?
Yeah.
To boom my voice as if it's coming from the inside of the like entrance of the cave,
Sure.
so that to say like, please fetch me 10,000 gold as I needed for my journey. I'll go into the pit, fetch me 10,000 as I needed for the journey.
Uh-huh.
And because I know, like, rummaging through the thing took us a freaking hour. So imagine him, even if it's 10 minutes, we get the hell out of there. You know what I mean?
So okay, so
or at least get a 10-minute start.
What language are you speaking to him in?
Ooh.
Okay. I know Celestial. That's
And I'll also say when you did have a conversation with the Kraken, it was communicating with you a certain way.
it was communicating telepathically.
Yeah.
So knowing that, Nate,
Yeah.
I would use message
Okay.
to make it seem that it's telepathically, but it's not. And I would use comment.
Okay.
The telepathic. It's like that. That's what I would do. I would. Is that okay with you, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
okay.
know what you're doing, so I'm just gonna. I see that you're doing something, so I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
guidance, but I'm not gonna give you enhanceability.
Okay, that's fine. If it doesn't work, then I have other ways that we can slip out.
Okay.
I'm sure you too. But
yeah, so you try to speak to it, and it says, can't fool me, intruders. Where are you? I will find you. And he gets up and he starts like searching around, and he starts like slowly and cautiously approaching the pit. As he's like head on a swivel, looking around for you. He's at high alert now.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, so we still have pass without a trace. Is there a way that we can edge around him as he's searching the pit To try and go around?
You could attempt to do that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to do that, and then towards where he is going. Oh no, I can't because it would drop concentration.
Kevril, are you staying where you are?
No, I'm following him.
Okay. So go
Let
ahead
me
and
see.
roll.
Hold on.
Go ahead and roll stealth checks.
This is up to
The hell was that?
With disadvantage, or oh no, because we're not making noise. 24 and 34.
Oh, you add your 10 already on top of it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have two different skill checks. One is for without pass without trace, and one is for with.
Lou, you had a 24.
24.
Okay. He had a 23 on his perception check.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, he's like approaching the he's like approaching the pit and head on a swivel, looking for you, and you guys skirt around.
Oh my god, is he inside the pit?
No, he's probably about 60 feet away from the pit, and 60 feet from the object. So he's like right in between them.
How big is the pit? Like how wide is
The pit's pretty big, you know.
no like the opening, like the hole of the pit?
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably, you know, like it opens up and then it goes down into the ocean.
Yeah, I just want to like the like just the opening, like the hole of the pit, like how like the circle of the pit. You know what
The
I mean?
circumference.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
about
the circumference.
it's probably about 40 feet around.
40 feet diameter or radius?
Circumference. Or no,
Yeah, that was the wrong word I used.
diameter.
That's
Like I said, he's like 60 feet from it, and
no, that's okay. Yeah,
you
that's,
know, you hear him like calling out, and he's like, you know, you can't hide from me, but he doesn't get too far from the object that he was guarding.
no, of course.
He's only like 60 feet from it.
I messaged Tom. Should
Gotta distract him.
I'm just gonna get. I am 100 feet from him. I am going to have ruby dust worth 1.5 gold piece. That is jump change for us. So I'm gonna grab my ruby dust. Going to cast 4K.
Cast what?
4K. Force Cage. Sorry.
Okay.
So that I can entrap him.
Using a level 7 spell, bro. Okay.
It's fine. I mean, it's okay. I want to entrap him in a solid box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does
10
he get to
by
save?
10 feet by 10 feet. He does not. Oh wait, actually, a creature inside the cage. If the creature tries to use teleportation, tele travel to leave the cage and first charisma saving throw. Only if it tries to escape. This is instantaneous thing actually.
Okay. So you trap it in the cage. He turns around. He's looking for you. He he finds you because force cage requires somatic components. You have to speak those out.
Mm-hmm.
And so he sees you. He's trapped in the cage. And I assume you guys, after you do that, are running to grab the orb.
I immediately yes.
Okay.
I want to
So-
grab the orb.
So, well, it would be Tom because we're going to kind of go in initiative order here.
Okay,
Not
gotcha.
really initiative, but we're going to take turns. So, Kevril,
Okay.
you're doing that. Tom, you said, so Kevril, you said you were 100 feet away from him. So you guys
Well,
are
no,
about 100.
we were 60 feet from him. No. How when
he
we
was-
went around, right? He was
Yeah.
60
So
from
so
the.
you guys went around the edge. So he was sitting. He's in the middle of the room, in between. So like at the very center of the room is the orb, and then
Right.
on one edge of the room is the pit, and he's halfway between the orb and the pit. You guys went around him, so you said you were about 100 feet from him, but the whole room is like 250 feet, sphere. So like to get to the center, like you guys are going on the outer edge. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you were like 100 feet from him.
We were
That,
on.
that's what you said when you said you were going to do force cage.
Well, I said it because the range of the thing was 100 feet.
Right.
But
So if you're 100
but
feet,
that's fine.
if you're 100 feet from him, right? Like you're at like at your closest 60 feet from the thing.
From the thing.
from
Okay.
the orb.
Right. Okay.
And
Okay.
maybe
Perfect.
about 100 feet from the orb
Okay.
as well.
Okay. So it's my go now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your go.
I'm going to swim, double swim. So I'm 60 feet away from it? How far am I from the orb?
Yeah, I mean you'd be
I can travel 70 feet in one round.
yeah. So you're like at the orb.
I'm going to take the bag of holding and just shove it inside the new bag of holding, and then be prepared to continue swimming.
Okay. So you shove it in to the bag of holding. He screams out in rage. And he can actually teleport. So he is going to try to teleport. It's a charisma save, you said?
Station. Yes.
21. He's got magic.
Resistance?
Does that?
What's your spell save DC?
What is that?
He's got advantage on saving throws, so let me roll that again. So 22.
Hold on. I don't even remember. DC 20. Fuck.
Still, though, that's his action.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can teleport to be right next to you, Tom.
Oh, fuck. He just appears in front of me?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. All right. I mean, there's nothing I can do now, right? I just went.
Yeah, you just went. So,
So whose turn is it? My turn?
yeah, we'll go with your turn.
Fuck. How scared is?
How scared does he look?
Yeah.
He looks pissed and he looks desperate to protect the object he was probably forced into servitude to protect. I'll say it doesn't even take an insight check to tell that, like, this dude is, he's a fiend. He's probably he's probably under an oath of service, um, and the penalty for violating that oath is probably more severe than anything you guys could give him. So he's ready to fight to the death here.
Damn, dude, I don't know what to do. I'm looking at time and I'm like, shit. I'm what 60. I'm what 70 feet from them. I'm gonna move up 30 feet so I can be closer to them. Well, swim up. Shit, I could have counterspelled. Can teleport, couldn't I?
No,
Oh no, is it instantaneous thing that he just does?
it's one of his natural abilities. It's not a spell. He doesn't cast the spell.
This sucks. 4K. Spell.
What are you gonna do, Kevril?
I mean, I wanna get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Auto's Irresistible Dance, and I'm gonna
Okay.
make him dance for. It's up to a whole minute.
Yeah. What's his save?
No save.
There's no save.
Nope. Choose a creature that you can see within range. The target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, capering for the duration. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to.
Okay.
So if he cannot charm, then immune. And then the dancing creature must use all of its movements to dance without leaving its space. Has disadvantage on deck saving throws and attack rolls while the target is affected by the spell.
Okay. So, Tom, you're up.
I'm going to try and swim away, I guess.
Okay.
But only. But beforehand, I'm going to enter starry form.
Okay.
And I'm going to form of dragon,
Okay.
and I'm going to swim. Yes, my full movement, 70 feet. If he's just dancing, I'm just going to fly full movement, 70
Yeah,
feet.
I think he can still take a reaction to do an attack. Is that right?
Who, him?
Yeah, you could still take an attack of opportunity. It
Uh,
doesn't say anything about that.
Yeah, I think so. And
as is without leaving the space, it has disadvantage. Yeah, disadvantage on deck saving throws and attack rolls. Yep. And it uses an action to regain control of yourself using a wisdom.
Okay, so he's gonna try to attack you, Tom, as you move away, and it's
Correct.
a 12.
okay,
So,
that misses.
yeah. So you guys then now just kind of flee as fast as you can. I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, not to be. Yeah, well, it's my turn, Tom's turn, then the creature, right?
Yeah.
Then my turn again. So
Yeah.
I just did the spell.
So
Tom
it's
is
his
fleeing.
turn. So he
So
gets
it's
to
his
take his
turn
action
before
to
me.
break free. Yeah, what's the save?
The save is a DC. Save is a wisdom saving.
Wisdom save. 17. So yeah, he's still dancing.
Yes.
Um, is
I
Otto's
want.
irresistible dance a concentration spell?
It is
Okay.
for a whole minute.
Nice.
I am dashing the fuck out.
Okay.
And so that's 50 feet. When you dash, is it double your movement?
Yeah. Well, it's your movement. So you basically you use your movement and then you use your action to use your movement again.
Yeah, so
So
it's 60
every
feet.
turn you get to move double.
Yeah, yeah. So how fast is fast? How far is Tom?
Tom has a speed of 35, but he'll slow down to keep pace with you.
You should not. You have the orb.
True.
I can catch up with you. What do you turn yourself into?
I just gave myself. I did that so that I was resistant to a bunch of shit.
Kev, is your dragon with you?
Actually, Jazzy was with us the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll assume that Jazzy was like hanging out outside the orb.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know if we could have hidden her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, you get outside the orb, you find your dragon. Your dragon has a swim speed. Like
Yeah, she has a swim speed of 40.
Yeah.
So I can dash with her for 80 feet instead of 60.
Yep.
So that's cool. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're doing.
So you guys book it out, and you climb back up to the surface, and you know that the creature is close behind. He's trying to hunt you down. So
I'm looking for plants, big plants.
Yeah.
Either in the ocean as we were ascending or on land.
Yeah, nothing big enough in the ocean. But as you get off the beach, the island of the dragon is a lot of jungle, and so you're able to find a big ass tree that.
We have less than a minute. I know we have less.
All right.
Because
I'll toss you the bag and I'll say, "Well, fucking done. You invested a lot in that. I think you earned this." And then he will cast transport via plants to the Ultros.
Okay. Rad. Back on the Isle of the Oathbreakers. You guys spent a lot of time down there, so we're gonna say that you're not gonna make it for this combat because you probably spent too much time.
So let me guess. The combat was after the fact. So they're waiting for us after the combat, right? Make it after the combat.
Yeah, depending on how the combat goes, we'll see what happens. You know.
Yeah, so we're like going back. Yeah, back. Yeah, we spent 2 hours searching.
We could have spent 3. God damn it.
We could have. He was just chilling, looking at his great.
I know, but I felt bad making him wait.
So Jace and Ras, the Araignée basically says, turn over something of equal value, each of you, and they'll let you go. Otherwise, they'll continue to hunt you. And based on the stories of the Araignées, when they mark someone for death, they're there all the time. So think about them just showing up in numbers constantly.
Isn't there just 3 of them though?
No, there's a lot of them. Yeah. There's 3 of them here, but there's you met more than that throughout your journeys. So there's like Megara, who's like the leader of all of them. Which you met her, I think, on Lutheria's ship. So yeah, there's a lot of them, and it's unclear, like, maybe they can die, but it's unclear if they ever truly die. So we're talking like, what's that deck of many things card you can pull where a devil just hunts you down every time. You kill it, it's gone for a year, it comes back. So you don't want to make enemies with the Aranyes. I'll say that. Within the world, they are not to be trifled with. You could beat them, but you know, there will be consequences. So
Well, like I'm too far away to hear this conversation, so
yeah,
kind of relying on Jace to negotiate.
you're close enough to hear that. You've gotten close enough to hear that. So
What is the terms of this exchange then?
you can take the item. If you exchange it for something of equal value, we'll let you go.
And when we're done with the item, do we switch back?
No. The items
So-
you give us will be ours permanently. We will not be open to a further trade.
As I said, I can offer a chariot, and
This
then
is not truly a trade. It is to balance the scales.
all right.
Well,
To balance the scales, I have a chariot of dawn and a breastplate, so you don't have to give over 2 rares.
no. I have something I'm not using. I have the Notice Cathera. I can't play it. I'm not that skilled. And even though it was gifted to me, you can enjoy it for eons and centuries.
All right, chariot of dawn and the Cathera.
I will delete the Cathera from my inventory.
Chariot of dawn. I wanted you as a showroom piece, but you're you're gonna be another showroom piece now.
For the record, you were kicking their ass, Jace. That was pretty impressive.
I could have soloed all 3 of them. Thank goodness for that temp HPN resistance or immunity. I was literally taking no damage.
It just gets stitches. Remember that, Aranese.
Alright, Chariot of Dawn is deleted. Great, now I have to use some the potions to get this HP back, god damn.
Well, we're not taking this and going right to a fight, are we? We have like a
We don't
day.
know. We don't know.
All right. I guess it's time to go back to the ship. Is the dragon's flying speed faster than 60 feet? Or the same?
Dragon.
They should have their flying speed on.
Flying is 80.
Oh.
Yeah, 80 feet. Yeah.
All right, then I won't fly. I'll get on Messy, and head back to the Ultros.
So
That's
Ras, you got Ras, you got rid of the Notos Cathera.
Yeah, I already deleted it out of my items.
and I as I was saying, you guys have the rights now to the what you call it, Golden Chariot. I swear that
So Ras,
Before.
that's only a rare item, so you would need to give up 2 more rare.
It said Wondrous on it.
Yeah, I said wondrous item is the type. That's not the
it's
rarity,
not a rarity.
right? So it needs to be a legendary rarity
Mm,
or 3 rare.
I can give over 1 rare, as I said.
Wait.
yeah. I always get confused with that too. Just
Well, I can get rid of the Glamour Stutter. Glamored Studded Leather. That's gone. So how many rares? I thought it was like very rare. I thought it was.
It's just All he is requiring is rare. I'll give over one of my rares, so you'll give over one more.
Oh yeah, rare, very rare is the next down, right? From legendary.
It was very. I gave a very rare and a rare.
No. That should equal
Um,
it. That should equal.
That's. I'll say that's good enough then. The Noto Cathara was very rare.
Possibly. I
It
mean.
says that it's rare.
All right.
That's fine. That's 2. I don't. Whatever. If you don't have any more to give, that's good enough.
I can give my breastplate even that, so it's 3 rare.
All right. Yeah. So give up the breastplate too, and then we'll count that even.
So you're not. You weren't
It's
using
gotta be
that
a pricey.
breastplate though, right?
I'm just using straight up plate, so I have 20. Like
Okie
full plate
dokie.
armor.
So when you guys get back, you begin traveling back to where are you guys headed first?
I think the plan was sail to Arisia to set up so we can teleport the big boy mumbo jumbo to fight another big boy mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, when we get back on the Ultros, I'll have Gunther hand over the Talisman of Pure Good and give it to Jace under the assumption that that's something Jace was going to attune to.
Okay.
Talisman of Pure Good. I have full attunement slots. Anyone else have attunement place?
I think it requires a character of pure good.
No, it's just good alignment.
Yeah, anybody who's good aligned.
Oh wait, it gains +2 to spell attack. Oh, I don't even use spell attacks. Never mind.
I do not have an open attunement slot. The ones I have are necessary.
I mean, it's fine. I just attune to the what I call it, the Promethean flame just to give us like sunlight. If we're fighting darkness, boy.
Well,
True.
you don't have to be attuned to that to the talisman for that fight, right? So you can change in between.
All right, so what I ask, who are we aiming to at least deal with first, or at the same time?
You're going to Arisia to summon the Nether Dragon there, as well as the Tarask there to fight each other. Hopefully,
Right. Alright,
but
so-
you would have to fight whoever the winner of that fight is, or
But the
you may have to fight them both
talisman,
at the same time.
I think the talisman was in the lore of the Kraken that assists with defeating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I do not need this for now then. Okay. I'm gonna put it somewhere safe, hopefully.
But we do need to figure out the orb. It is in Kevrel's possession. Does Kevrel have an open attunement? Does it require attunement? What is it?
The orb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does.
Lou, do you have an attunement slot open?
I can. Let me see. I'm wearing my amulet of health, boreal harp, and
You could get rid of the amulet of health. I mean, that's giving you a lot of HP, but
A lot of HP.
yeah, that's a lot of HP, dude. I am not giving. And I take a lot of HP for some reason. I got hit a lot. I'll just untune my studded leather. Does my rapier needs attunement, right?
no.
Does
God, it requires an action?
So on your inventory list, at the top where it says name, and then location. To the right of that is a little triangle symbol.
Yeah, I know. I only have one attuned thing. Just the Amulet of Health. Because the Boreal Harp doesn't say it needs attunement. But Nate said that he wants it to require the.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the Boreal Harp should require attunement.
It doesn't, but we say it does.
yeah, I think
No,
it
but
should.
all of the instruments, the other instruments do.
Yeah, it's
So
it's
that
a
one
homebrew,
it's
so
a
they probably
typo.
just didn't include it in the system or whatever.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's 2. That's it. I don't have anything else attuned to me, so I guess I did have a slot. I was
Wow.
counting my sword this whole time like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't think your sword requires attunement. Let me see.
No, just +1 weapons and stuff don't require it, or armor doesn't require it.
Look that I
Yeah,
thought.
it doesn't require attunement. 'Cause
Okay,
It's just a magical +1 sword.
so I'm good. I do have the slot left. Oh man, great. I do have a. I've been playing with 2 slots.
Cool.
Yeah, Orb of Dragonkind.
You've been playing with one slot. You've
But
had 2.
I've had 2. Right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
well, the Boreal Harp said it requires it. So technically,
The
One
Boreal Harp
slot.
and the Amulet of Health are the 2 that
yeah,
attune.
those are the only 2. Yeah, exactly. Those are the only 2 things. So yeah, give me the orb.
You got it. And what does the other orb do?
Oh, the other orb is a crystal ball of
Oh,
telepathy.
the one that we found.
Of what?
Yeah, telepathy. So you can cast the scrying spell with it.
Oh god. It's
You
the
can
fucking
communicate telepathically with creatures you can see within 30 feet of the spell's sensor. So when you cast scrying, you can then telepathically communicate with the things that you're scrying on. Also use an action to cast the suggestion spell through the sensor on one of those creatures. You don't need to concentrate on this suggestion to maintain it during its duration, but it ends if scrying ends. Once used, the suggestion power of the crystal ball can't be used again until the next day.
Cool.
So there you go.
Orb.
So the Orb of Dragonkind, you're attuning to it right now?
I would want to, yes. So
Yeah,
as soon as we get to the ship, I'll go ahead and.
Go ahead and make a charisma check. Check, not save.
Is this on the Ultros or
Yeah.
So
So
would
he's,
it
he's
be?
on the Ultros. You guys are sailing to Arisia.
okay? If only you said make a save, you'll have +5.
So what type? Does that have a whole
straight
bunch of charisma?
Just no,
Okay,
not a
charisma.
skill, not
Okay,
any
I
skill.
got you.
It's just straight charisma. Whatever your charisma modifier is.
Plus
each one
5.
plus
Oh, nice.
Okay, 18. Yeah, so you are not taken over by this orb. So while you remain attuned to it, you do not succumb to its influence. As you guys are traveling to this fight, I'll give you guys a long rest.
Yeah.
Because to get back from the Nether Sea is another day, right? So
That's true.
So while you're traveling, you get messages from Mitros that it's under attack, and what's his name? Aesop in Astoria, and Pithor, who's the king of Astoria still, sends messages that Astoria is under attack, and Vulcan sending. These are all sending spells that the former 5 gods are say that Jace's city is under attack by the Kraken.
Oh boy, can I that night use attune to the crystal ball of telepathy, scry on the Kraken, and use the suggestion spell through the sensor to suggest that it needs to go back to its horde to check and make sure that its ball isn't missing. Because if I remember correctly, it's not immune to charm magic.
That's true.
We Yeah, what's the
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw first for the scrying spell. Spell save 17.
let me just make sure this is all just want to make sure it doesn't have anything that like prevents it from being scryed on, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can see through illusion, so it would be able to see the sensor.
Yeah, okay. So wisdom save, you said?
Yeah.
So it's I'm just let me roll this. Okay, so that's a 20.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. It fails. And then once it fails, I will unattune and then reattune to my other item.
Okay.
I'm gonna unattune to the boreal harp, and I'm gonna attune to the Eros lyre.
I will say, so I gave you guys a long rest, and that's my bad. If you guys want to stay on the boat, if you want to use the tree to teleport to the city so that you get there earlier, you can do that. But then you won't get the long rest. I gave you guys a long rest, but
Yeah. That's up to the guys. I know what I had.
I don't need the long rest personally, but if the
So
party needs it
if-
to regain slots, then...
I used a 2nd level, a 4th level, and a 6th level.
Oh, yeah.
But I have an 8th level, 7th level, 2 5th, you know.
I feel like we all.
I
if
mean,
there's
Tom
time,
would also have to cast the spell to like go through the tree, right? So that
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would only have, of higher level spells, I would only have my 8th.
No.
Yeah, that's too
That's-
much. Because I need to be able to cast 2. I need to be able to cast reverse gravity and something else, I forget. So I think we do need a long rest.
Okay. That is fine. Just will probably increase the amount of damage that these do. But you guys have a good plan to prevent some of that. So
I can't believe our plan worked.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. We didn't fight at all. We just fled.
okay. So next session will be the fight between the Tarask, the Nether Dragon, and
The heroes of prophecy. Plus Tom.
yeah. So let's
Tom is part of it already. Fuck.
Yeah.
You guys anything out just for shits and giggles? I can cast Awaken. You want anything awakened? You want a plant?
Oh,
Can you awaken the tree on the Ultras?
I can.
Holy shit.
Before I switch my my attunement.
That would be great. We have a talking tree transporter.
All right, let's just do it. It's funny. I'm.
oh my god!
casting-
But what if it's no?
I can't wait for Nate's impression for this tree.
I'm awakening the tree.
wait. Is it you can awaken a whole size tree, like a whole motherfucking tree?
Hell yeah! Why not? It's true. Read the.
Awaken 5E, a huge or smaller,
Jesus
Uh,
Christ. And it can
Beast or
walk?
plant.
huge or smaller beast or plant with either no intelligence or an intelligence score of 3 or less.
And then walk in the tree. Oh my
He'd be
god.
like a fucking tree.
The target gains intelligence of 10, has the ability to speak one language you know. If it's a plant, it gains the ability to move its limbs, roots, vines, creepers, and so forth. And it gains senses similar to a human.
Okay. That's cool. So this is going to be where you guys fight. I'm basically going to turn this into the battle map.
Okay.
Which one?
Arisia.
Arisia.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is to have the sense of scale, I'm going to essentially draw. I'm going to make the grid so that each square on the grid is like 30 feet.
Oh god.
Just so you can see how big these guys are in relation to that.
Okay.
And you know, you guys will arrive, and then we'll kind of handle combat that way. So, yeah, it's going to be tough because you'll be at pretty far distances, you know, and some of it will kind of have to abstract out a little bit, right? Where it's like if you want to approach the Tarask, like, you know, he doesn't really have any range, so you can do that, but it'll just take so many turns, and then in the meantime, he'll just be destroying shit, you know.
Yeah.
And the dragon will be flying, so, but you guys will mostly be flying on your dragons, so.
And we get a long rest before this battle.
Yeah, you do. So
Nate, I require you a tree accent. Or this talking tree we have now.
Yeah, what does our
Oh my God.
awakened tree sound like?
Spruce Springsteen.
Bruce.
No, this is a
Okay.
bigger one right here.
Can
This
he
is
be
like
Lucifern?
Lucifern.
oh my god, no, it's not a fern, it's a tree.
I know.
I don't know, I gotta think about that. If you guys have any requests for celebrity impressions that you want me to
Bane.
do,
Oh!
oh,
You awaken me from the dark.
why have you brought me? Why have you cursed me with knowledge of my own existence?
Hey, he's charmed. He's
You-
charmed to me, okay?
You merely
good.
adopted the light. I was grown from it.
Thank you
Bye.
for bringing me to life, I suppose. It's perfectly happy taking in sunlight and using its nutrients for whatever. I mean, this is not a great environment for a tree, a ship, with salt water all around. But I suppose we're friends now.
Don't worry, we'll invent a way to get you fresh water from salt water.
Oh god, I just realized that we're gonna be like walking through him. This thing that can talk. We're gonna be like piercing holes through space.
No, just remember. I don't know if you ever played Wizard 101, but there's that big tree with the fucking doorway in the middle. Right?
Yeah.
It's like this is gonna tickle just a little bit, and then we go inside it.
I feel like I need to go to hibernation.
Okay. So, just be ready. This will be kind of a big epic combat.
Alive.
What's a tree that rhymes
I
with
want-
pain?
I want my harp. Cause I forgot about something. I want to give Tom a little present.
What do you mean you want your harp?
Like I said, I was gonna attune the lyre instead of the harp,
Oh,
but
Okay.
but I'm not. I'm gonna keep the harp.
okay. Cool. All right, guys. Well, this was fun. We will play next week. It's 10 o'clock. So
Yeah.
Nice,
Alright.
good setup.
see
We
you
our
guys.
Yeah,
mission,
today was
our missions
fun
went
as hell.
swimmingly.